And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Christopher Sanchez.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Kicks and fires. On the ground. Throws across the diamond. Lindor retire. Here's a Mets lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Mark Vientos.
Boog, this guy had 8 home runs last month. Now, it might not sound like a ton, but when you do the math and add that up over the course of a season, those are huge numbers. So when you think about that kind of consistency, they better be very careful in the way that they approach it.
Juan Soto now. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. And that's too high. Slider clips the zone. 1 out, bases empty. Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Mark Vientos. Going to count 1 and 2.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. It's the Mets 0. Phillies coming to bat. Back after this on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starter, Clay Holmes. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win, and really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's the veteran outfielder, Harrison Bader. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. There's a swing and a drive. And this one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. So now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Rip towards third. Handles, throws to first. Schwarber out of the play.
Batting third.
And time now for the Phillies lineup.
Bryce
And a key
Harper.
factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Harrison Bader.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Stays alive. Man at second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul tip, and he hangs on for strike 3.
Batting fourth.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. JT Realmuto.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. And he chases that one. And that is that.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Pete Alonso.
No, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip. And the matchup is very favorable.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Starling Marte up to hit. One down, base is empty. That one out to right. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting 6th, left fielder Brandon
2 down,
Nimmo.
base is empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done. But good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
Now batting Max Kepler. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting 7.
Now it's the second baseman.
Number 4.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Lindor, that's 1. Over to first, safe. And here is Sosa to the plate.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
2 on, 1 out. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You have the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Weston Wilson. Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, and they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That one missing inside. Hard on the ground to first. Harper takes it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8, second baseman Luis Angel Acuna.
Yeah, the batter now, Luis Angel Acuna. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And now it's Jose Siri. 2 down, nobody on. Outside low. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Top of the 3rd, no score. That one fouled off. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 on the way. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly. Still no score. Back at Citizens Bank Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Harrison Bader. Now this is in the air down the line. Soto gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And right back to the mound. Throws to first. Schwarber out of the play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Now one missed.
Yes. 3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, digging in, Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one ripped, but foul.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. And
it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Boog, and the one thing about that is Speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Juan Soto. That one misses. 2-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Lindor the move. And fouled off. And a 2-2.
Okay.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
4th inning underway, no score. He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. He beats the throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Baseman, Mark Vientos.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That one misses, and it's a full count.
Well, this is a situation where you have to go after this hitter at the plate. You don't want to deal with the guy on deck, especially with a runner on.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Lindor on second. Soto over at first with 1 away. Outside with a breaking ball. Two on, 1 out. That one off the mark, and that's ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And they're all loaded up.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's Starling Marte. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Next pitch in for a strike, and now 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2.
This team is ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
Bottom of the 4th, here comes Real Muto.
For the Phillies, catcher J.T. Real Muto.
That's off the mark. 3-1.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to. That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. A little roller up along first. Flips it. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Max Kepler at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. And we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Brandon Nimmo. Next offering is fouled back. That's way outside. And the count's even at 2.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it across to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. No score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, number 4. And that's in the dirt.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Just off the inside edge.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Safe. He beats it out, and the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa. The 1-2. Right side, down the line, and it's foul. Runner at first with no outs here.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Pickoff throw, and he's back in there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. It's softly on the ground left side. Acuna has it for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Weston Wilson digs in now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
The shortstop takes the ball. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Alonso to second, and they'll just get the one.
Now batting.
Well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
So here's Bader now. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and the ball hammered left field. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. He circles the bases. His second homer this series. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. just struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started, and here is Jose Siri.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is filled up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Bader ranging back, and it hits the top of the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
Right
Loud
fielder,
contact leads to the double.
Soto.
I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
1 out, runner at second, and now it's Juan Soto. Next pitch is outside. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing, no appeal.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez won't go any further tonight. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new one. Orion Kerkering into the game.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And 1-2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Quick feed to second for 1, and that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing.
Now pitching for New York.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brandon Sproat. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. So here is Bryce Harper.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Up the middle. Lindor on to first. Harper is gone, one down.
Now batting, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
And up to the plate is J.T. Realmuto. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now
those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Two outs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Helsley getting ready to go. Rogers getting cranked up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Phillies down in order, but they hold the 2-0 lead. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball 2.
And that skips into dirt.
Strike.
And that one in the air, center field, under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Starling Marte.
And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And he hits a ground ball right side. Harper steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th, and now for the Phillies, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
Right side. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, number 4.
Here's the second baseman. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 2-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tanner Banks.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Francisco Alvarez.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now Luis Angel Acuna. Tying run at the plate. Now a screamer into the outfield. And it's caught for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. Looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
The tying run at the plate. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Kepler makes the grab on the run.
Now batting shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
2 outs. Lindor swings and blasts one deep left field. Marsh moving back. Out of here. His 27th home run of the season, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Ripped on the ground to second. That's the third out. But this clutch home run gets us even again. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brooks Raley
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Now it's the shortstop, Weston Wilson.
For the Phillies, shortstop, Weston Wilson.
Tap foul at the plate. Swing a high fly ball deep left field. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. And they take the lead. It's 3-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
1-2 now.
Oh.
And that's outside.
Careful.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And at first, Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And now 2-1. Bader gets his lead at first with nobody out. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
Just a great effort all the way around at third base right there. Nice job to get a glove on it with the dive, but it was the recovery that was so impressive. If he doesn't hop to his feet and get the throw off in such a fluid motion over there, I kind of doubt he gets the out.
Here is Bryce Harper. On the ground, right side. Harper retired.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
And now it's JT Realmuto.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Last chance coming up here for the Mets. Back now, and on the mound, a closer, Yohan Duran.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to short. In plenty of time to first. And that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're down to their final out. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 2 outs. Next offering misses down and away.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.